try to kind of use those inner thigh muscles to compress on the preparation. So you're having the sense that your knees are coming together and your elbows come together, like that hydraulic sense of squeezing a hose pipe with your thumb, and you're making the hole smaller, and the force of the water is greater and greater in that hydraulic system. You're trying to do the same sort of thing with your body, where you're squeezing it through that one point and then expanding. So the last thing you want to do is just kind of step and like move through that space kind of freely. Yeah? You want to squeeze through that space. So from this point, you want to squeeze through that space, then open up to Shotokan. Squeeze through that space and open up. Yeah? Squeeze through that space and open up. And probably what that will look like is this kind of dialing in of your stance. So like inner thigh muscle squeeze, so heel pivot, squeezing into that point, and then opening up. Heel rotation, opening up. Heel, ball through. Heel, ball through. Do you understand? Yeah? So try to be a little bit more connected through your stance, rather than just making the last bit good. Making the last bit good. Making the last bit good. Yeah? That's not so kind of, there's very little you can do with that. Like karate is about polishing your technique, constantly polishing it, making it better and better. There's very little you can do with a technique like that. Understand? That's one point. Second point is, when I first kind of practiced, when I first started kind of doing karate, John Sensei was about as well. I remember Yamaguchi Sensei, Tori Yamaguchi Sensei teaching in York University, and it was something that my instructor used to do as well. It kind of really kind of cemented in my mind when he did it. This is back. And he was teaching Kokutsu with your heel off the ground. Then it's something that I've always done and continue to do. Generally as a training mechanism. So, like I wouldn't maybe perform, I'm not that before kata, but generally speaking as a training method, or when I'm just kind of practicing and working on that, this is a really good kind of training tool. Like, and originally that's how Kokutsu used to be. Well, originally Kokutsu was like the old studio, and it kind of got Shotokan, so it became a little bit longer, and this became a little shorter and connected. But still the heel was off the ground. And so try this sometimes. Try it now. Try to have the feeling that you could have a sheet of paper easily slide underneath your heel. And so it's just the ball of your foot. And then all of a sudden, Kokutsu, which means standing with your weight on your back leg, is that. Do you understand? So for me, this is Kokutsu. This is Kokutsu. This is Kokutsu. This is Kokutsu. But this is never Kokutsu. Do you understand? Okay. And by having your heel slightly off the ground, or even just the sense of it being off the ground, all of a sudden the dynamic, the structure starts changing.